sugar that's naturally occurring in the food is fine, but added sugar would be, they just put in things that are not naturally in that food. So I would recommend trying to avoid those types of foods, just because if you are a diabetic, that's just more sugar that you don't need, that you're going to count towards your total carbohydrates.
When somebody asked you about zero sugar foods, do you usually, like a zero sugar Coke or something like that?
Right, and I understand as a diabetic, you have a craving and you need something, so an occasional zero sugar item is fine. Me personally, I don't like the chemicals that they put into those. So if you just take a sip or two of somebody else, your husband's or your spouse's, regular sugar drink, just to get that, fix that you need. But if you do need something just to get that fix, zero sugar is okay on occasion. Just be aware of the different sugar alcohols they put in, the chemicals that are in there. So I don't want to, say consistent thing, not good for you.
What about those, what were they, zero carb tortillas? What do you think about that?
Like I said, with the sugar alcohols, it's manufactured, it's the chemicals. On occasion, it's perfectly fine. If it's, I would look at the food label just to make sure there's not a lot of chemicals, because if you're eating something and it's just all fake, then there's no health benefit to it. I would look for fiber. Fiber will help control your blood sugars better versus eating something that has no fiber in it. So, on occasion, choosing something that does have zero carbs in it, that has some chemicals on a pinch, it's okay, but I err on eating whole foods, natural foods, combining it with your protein so it'll slow down digestion, choosing whole wheat, whole grains versus choosing the chemical food.
Yeah.
As a dietitian, that's what I would recommend.
That's where it's not that you can't have 200 carbs throughout your whole day. We need that. We need carbs to function. But when you have them all at one time, you spike that sugar. So when you spike it way up here, that pancreas is going to secrete a lot of insulin to make it drop back down. And it's going to have to work harder. And because your body's used to having all that insulin in there, it all of a sudden says, well, I'm not going to let that insulin work. I'm going to be resistant to it. So it's better not to cause that big release of insulin, but to have a more steady flow of carbohydrates going through your body so that you don't get that big spike of insulin that's up here and then your body becomes resistant to it.